Hello there, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've got a bit of crafting planned up for today. We have to make some black steel, red steel, some more brass, we're almost out, and we're going to go work a little more in our greenhouse. I've got one more project in there to do that I want to check out, test out, and, well, I craft up some more brown toolboxes. We're going to go test out the drill using toolboxes as opposed to using chests. If that works, it'll make, well, transporting resources a lot easier. So just starting fires around here. Let's start up with making our brass, and then we'll make the black steel we need, and then move on to the red steel. What I want to make is a sprinkler. This requires a red steel sheet, so 2 red steel ingots. What we can do for sprinkler, if we go to the guide and go to Firma Life, here we go, sprinklers, we can set a sprinkler up under a barrel and it will water all the planters in a 5x6x5 area under it, which should be almost all our vegetables. And if it's not, I can rearrange it a little bit so that it is. You can also make one out of stainless steel, but that only waters the blocks, the 7 blocks directly below it. Not a large area like the sprinkler. So the sprinkler is gonna be our... I didn't do that right. So yeah, the sprinkler is our main goal. I did 1 zinc and 4 copper. I should have done 4 copper and half a zinc. Or... you know what? Grab one more. Might as well just do a full 10 ingots of brass. I'll use the brass anyway. I completely forgot what I was saying. Just make the sprinkler. It'll make things easier. It's the higher tier of the 2 items we can make. So it's a little more expensive, a little harder, but it works better. And we have the resources, we might as well just jump straight into it. So as soon as these are done, there we go. Start casting these out. All right, and then like I said, we're going to, well, might as well start heating up the steel. It doesn't really matter if the steel's not going to melt, so we don't have to worry about it mixing with the brass and mucking everything up. But yeah, we're going to make some black steel, make some red steel with the black steel we make, and, oh, I got a few things I want to craft with raw iron also. I was looking at some of the achievements because, well, honestly, we're starting to run out of things to do in this mod pack, and I figure might as well do some achievement hunting. We need to finish the Knights in Shining Armor achievement, which requires me to craft a shield, and I need a helmet. We've got boots, we got chest plate, we've got sword, we got greaves, so helmet and shield. So yeah, that's our objective for now. It's close, but it's not quite there yet, so we're safe. Alright, I can put those in. Pump that once. And then we'll have black steel in a minute. That is until I realize I forgot to make pig iron. So we can't make the black steel just yet. I need to fire up our blast furnace, which I did fill up. Not that you can tell. I did fill it up. I just haven't run it yet. So I'm going to be running this before I can make the black steel and before I can make the red steel. Okay. Well, cast this out, turn off the forge, make our pig iron, and then come back to this. So we're just finishing up the black steel here. It was pretty easy to make up. We'll leave that running for a moment. Black steel. Then we just combined this. We need 2 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those, and that should give us, let me double check my math quickly. I'm hitting all the wrong things. Let's pull those out just until I make sure I'm doing this correct. Red steel. Okay. We want the weak red steel. Weak red steel is 2 black steel, 1 regular steel, a rod of gold, rose gold, and a rod of brass. Rod of brass, rod of rose gold, 2 black steel, and 1 regular steel. Right, okay. That will make me 4 ingots of weak red steel. I've got these 2 black steel to combine with it to make the 2 red steel ingots. Yes, okay. And then we can weld them together into a sheet and make the sprinkler. Good. Okay. I'm not going nuts. Well, not about this. Let's see. After we get the red steel done, should probably start heating up the raw iron. I want to... Okay, let's wait till I get all the red steel out first, then I'll heat up the raw iron. Okay, so we can heat those up. Pull 2 of these out. Heat those up, and then start heating up all of these. Okay, that'll give us our red steel. I'm kind of discombobulated. So I've got the house to myself. I'm setting up a playlist of all my favorite Gilbert and Sullivan so I can sing along while I'm doing my work here. And my playlist won't show up on Spotify, and it's driving me nuts because I literally just made it. I put in about 20 songs and I can't find it anywhere. Okay, that's the red steel. That's our sheet. And then we go to sprinkler, and this is going to be bend last, punch second to last, shrink third to last. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. I did it in the wrong order. That would have been perfect too. Oh. Okay. Shrink, punch, bend. There we go. That gives us our sprinkler. And an achievement. Craft a sprinkler. That's pretty straightforward. Then we're going to top this up with steel. Coal. And then I want to start making, as I said, we need to make a wrought iron helmet and a wrought iron shield. Here it is. So we can finish one of the other achievements. The helmet requires a double sheet to make the first half of the helmet, and then another single sheet to make the second half of the helmet. I don't know why I'm picking it up. Oh, I know why, because I'm doing it wrong. Now we do that. Do this. Bend second to last, bend third to last, and then hit. Bend, 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 hit. Bingo. Okay. And I'm going to want another sheet. And the anvil is another double sheet. Not anvil. The shield is another double sheet. Upset last, bend, bend. Okay. Nope. Ooh. That was good. That gets to take cover achievement because I've never crafted a shield yet. And that gets us a Knight in Shining Armor achievement. Yay, that's another achievement done. So we've got this here and that there. Actually, I think that's it for now. We can let that die out. And I'll clean up and figure out what I need to do next. Oh wait, no. I know what I need to do next. I only needed these in order to get the achievement. We're gonna smelt them back down into steel. Back into ingots because I don't need the weapon. I don't need the shield. I don't need the helmet. The blue steel is better. I just wanted them for the achievement. So we're going to recycle them right away so I can make some more wrought iron sheets so I can make another electron tube. And because they're still so hot, they should melt down almost instantly. And it should melt back down into... well, it melts into cast iron, not wrought iron. That means I gotta put it through the bloomery again. Well... that's a minimal issue. I've got plenty of cast iron. I've got a big enough bloomery. Okay. Slight inconvenience, but not that big of a deal. So I missed out on something here. If we look at the book again, it says the sprinkler block, so the actual sprinkler, will pull from any fluid, tank, or pipe placed above it. We have create in this mod pack, as you are, well aware, which means that it should pull from the create pipes and the create fluid tanks. So we can actually set up a pipe system running from the river to our sprinkler and automatically provide water to the sprinkler. The downside is the mechanical pump. This is actually very expensive. It takes 1 bucket per pump, and we're probably going to need 2 pumps. And as you know, a bucket requires both a red steel and a blue steel bucket, which means at the very least, I need to make another 4 red steel and another 4 blue steel, and another 12 black steel, along with just regular steel, and that's a lot of work on the forge. Considering I just spent like the past 6 to 8 minutes, I don't know how much is going to be edited working on the forge. I'm not going to show that, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing probably for the next hour, is crafting up a whole bunch more steel. And then we'll look at setting up an automatically feeding sprinkler system for a greenhouse. So I'm going to get to that, and well, yeah, it should be quick for you. It's not going to be quick for me. There we go. I'm gonna have to rewatch that because I somehow just duped the bucket. I had 1 red bucket in my inventory with water in it. I crafted 2 new red buckets and 2 blue buckets, and I have an extra red bucket that I should not have. I don't know how that happened. I just rewatched the clip, and yeah, I'll put it up on screen as I'm talking about it. But when I used the recipe to create another bucket, it took the bucket with water that was in my inventory and placed it in the crafting grid. And when I pulled out the vanilla bucket, the red bucket with water consumed the water, but left the bucket in my inventory, and thereby, well, made an illegal duplicate. So we're going to go craft up an item frame quickly. Let's see if item frames have any difference. Oh, that's a little expensive. All right, we need 4 planks and a bit of leather. I said 4 planks. I meant 8 planks. We need 8 planks and a bit of leather. I've got extra planks right there. This, it does make 4, so I mean it's not exactly like you're getting cheated out of item frames. Place that there, and place our illegal bucket in the frame. We're not going to use that, but we're just not going to destroy it. Okay, so we now have 2 new buckets, which means we can craft 2 of these mechanical pumps. But it's going to require quite a few, well, we're going to need to craft quite a few fluid pipes. Each fluid pipe requires 5 copper for 4 pipes. We're going to need at least 20 pipes, possibly more. And, well, we do have enough copper, but this is a great excuse to go test out our drill with the toolboxes. So I'm going to head out to one of our copper locations, set it up, and test it out. Now I'll bring you back in when we get there. Okay, we've got the drill set up, or at least laid down. We have our system set up here. So next I want to lay out some of these toolboxes. Now, if I remember correctly, when you have a contraption like this, or a cart contraption or whatever, it's the inventory closest to the block that makes a contraption. So in this case, it's the rope pulley that gets filled first. So I'm going to want to put the toolboxes there, closest to here, and then so as to not worry about overflow or any other issues, I'm going to fill up a bunch of chests back here so we have extra inventory. I hope I don't need them, but I'd rather set them up and not need them than not set them up and have an utter mess to deal with later. I do need to glue these down, and then glue all of these down, and then grab that block and go all the way to the other side and glue that down. So that should be everything. Let's speed this up, hit that, and lag out my game for a minute. Woohoo. Okay, I've got to put a I forgot to make a lever to reverse the direction. So let's craft one up real quick. Pop it on. And see if this filled. Yes, it did. And oh my gosh, that filled quick. Oh, wow. We haven't even got into the actual stone. We're still in the gravel layer. And we've already filled up pretty much 2 toolboxes. I'm going to need a lot more toolboxes, but as a proof of concept, yes, this works quite well. All right, well, I'm going to cut away so I can run this without killing my computer and the game because of all the lag. Oh, I've got a whole ton in my inventory. And then we'll be back because I should be right over some copper here. And we can get back to base, craft up all the pipes we need, and get to work on our next project. All right, so it says 5 by 6 by 5, which is a little weird. I would expect it to say 5 by 5 by 6, meaning, you know, 5 this way, 5 this way, and 6 up. I'm going to assume that's what it means, even though it doesn't quite say it that way, which means I'm going to want to have it, unless it's, how's it word? 5 by 6 by 5 area centered on the block. So yeah, I'm going to assume if I put it there, it would reach that, and it would reach there. You know, let's make this a little easier to visualize. To assume that's where the sprinkler is, but it's going to be up there. So it should reach that block, that block, that block, that block. So everything in this area here would be covered by the sprinkler. That's what I'm going to start off with as my assumption. So we've got a ton of copper. Let's craft up a couple fluid pipes. And I brought some of these greenhouse blocks as building blocks for underground. Since we're going to be running the fluid pipe underground, I don't know if falling dirt will break the fluid pipe. I assume it will. So I brought these as sort of, not scaffolding, but like how I used bricks earlier to make sure items didn't break underground. And that's what they're for. We're also going to need one more small cogwheel. And then we're going to use 2 of our buckets. All right, so now we have 2 mechanical pipes. We have 20 fluid pipes. I might need to craft up more. Let's break down 2 of these and make a barrel. Stick the barrel right there. Then we can attach our sprinkler to the bottom of the barrel. I actually brought water. We can test this out. Do I need to click it with something? Maybe it only sprinkles at certain times during the day? Alright, well, we'll stick with that assumption for now. Attach a pipe there, there. I'm gonna come down this way. We could probably swap this out. Where is the water? We need to go down another 4 layers. Right. See, that's the problem. We're gonna end up destroying a bunch of stuff on our way. Oh, but here we go. Let's test this. Since we've got the moment. Yes. It breaks the block just as I assumed it would. So we're going to do it like this instead. Pipe, greenhouse block, dirt. That way we actually recycle some of these greenhouse blocks instead of just having them taking up space in our inventory. Okay, we're being serenaded by a creeper while we do this. Why is it always the weird music that plays? Can't you play something nice like other side? Okay, well, next we need to actually go in there so we can split off power from our water wheel. So we actually have to deal with the creeper that has speed and regen and resistance. Woohoo! That was that was a little hairy for a moment. Okay. So that gets us back over here. We've got this hopefully set up so that we'll collect water. We are going to need to go back and craft up a couple more pipes. I've got plenty of clay, plenty of copper to do that. Next, we just need to run these out this way. We need a small cogwheel to go there. Which means we need a vertical and another vertical. So we need two verticals. Which means we need to turn both of these into casings. And they both need to be vertical casings. Let's do from this side. Right, good. And then I need one more small cogwheel for here. Will that pull water? Is it going the correct direction? I can't tell. Nope, it's not pulling water. Okay, so we're gonna need to adjust this a bit. I'll clean up later. So if I put the pipe here but facing down. All right, how about I put that there and have it face up? Yes. Of course, gonna make my it's gonna make everything more messy, but whatever. Get it working, then make it pretty. See, now they're on the same level, so that's gonna cause issues. So let's clean all this up, drop it down an extra level. A pair of chain drives will make that nice and easy. And a pair of chain drives over here will make it nice and easy. So I'm gonna go back inside in a minute and just craft up a pair of chain drives, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I've said before, I love encased chain drives. They make things so much easier in so many ways. All right, so we've got our encased chain drives. We've got a couple extra pipes. That's out of fuel, so it should turn itself off in a moment. Yeah, there we go. So that's running that way. Is that actually pulling water? Yes! Yes, it is. And now I'm gonna make a hole, make a mess. And now I'm stuck. Okay, let's do this. Do that. Go here. Problem is, we definitely don't have enough rotational power to pull the water all the way down here. So you can see how far the water is making it. It's made there. Okay, it's slowly getting there. We're going to want another pipe there, another one there. How am I going to reconcile this? I feel like I'm solving a puzzle where all the pieces keep moving as you're solving it. I mean, I could put a gearbox there and a gearbox down there. That would work. I'd have to reverse the flow on each of the pipes, but that's... Again, as far as problems go, that's probably one of the easier to solve. Am I completely out of... Yes, I am. I'm out of logs again. Oh, and the water's gone. So what we need to do is put some gravel down. So what we're going to want to do is, now that I've placed that there, I want to go get some seagrass, like right there. Break that again. Place these. I guess that's gonna have to be good enough. So by placing these there, the water will not freeze, which allows water to flow into that block, and which will be picked up by the pipe and brought down our system. So that should get over us having to worry about, you know, the water freezing in the winter. All right, craft up 2 more gearboxes, and I have a stack of logs on me just in case I discover I need to grab a few more. So we stick that there. This is going in the correct direction. Okay. If I only have one more in case chain drive, let's do this. Put that there. And now they're on the right level. Of course, I'm stuck down here again. But while I'm down here, I might as well fill this in, so I don't have anything spawning down here. That can go back there. With that, so we can see the water progress. Put that there. Is this flowing the right direction? No. Now it is. Put that back there. That there. That there. And it's overstressed. Woohoo! So let's craft up another water wheel. There we go. So he's drawing water. So run down the pipes to you, who should be sending water up. It's going to take a minute to get there. The water's there now. The water's there. Okay, so I can't place one of the copper blocks there because that will make the structure invalid. So I'm going to grab one of the extra stainless blocks I have and place it there. Because if I put a dirt block, it'll break the cogwheel. We don't want that. But this here, I can go through, place all of our copper blocks on top of these, and then I can place dirt on top of them. And then this will be, well, cleaned up for the most part. I'll leave that for now. And then I gotta do the same over here, placing copper blocks, which I'm out of, along that line. Then that will be done. But let's go inside and check out this. Okay, so the water reached there, but it's not going into the barrel. If I unseal it. Yeah, okay, the water is not going into the barrel. That is providing water to these, yes, but not those. Okay. Which means it is the 3x3. I mean, what we did with the torches. From there to there to there to there. So that area is getting watered. which means we either need to make another sprinkler and do another system over here. Shouldn't be too bad. Or we just make sure all of our crops that need constant watering are right here, and everything else we can water as needed. All right. But now that's an issue, but this can pull from any tank, it said. So we're going to replace the barrel with a fluid tank, which means I need to craft up 2 more sheets. Okay, let's craft this up. That gives us a fluid tank, just a basic one. Well, I mean, just a single one. Pop that there. That will fill up with water, and that will draw water from the tank. What happened to my water? No? There should be water. Okay. I've got a solution. Pick that up. Same thing we did there. I'll stick this grass here so that block will not freeze. And so that will constantly get turned into an infinite water source so that the pipes can pump out the water. Okay. I dumped off all of the extra blocks I had, so I can't clean this up right now. We'll worry about that later. And by later, I mean probably never, because we'll forget about it until the next time I'm over there and I see it and realize I forgot to clean it up. Now, this actually works rather nice. You can actually see down because of the extra block and make sure the water is coming up properly. And now that's filling up with water, and this will provide water to all of these. Why is that not growing? Needs a That's why. Okay, that's easy solution. All right, and now these are all being provided with water continuously. These are not. I will be moving them, like I said, so I can fill this 5x5 area directly underneath once they're done growing. If I break them now, I'll probably get the seeds back, but I lose the progress. And yeah, might as well just wait. Also, some of the strawberries are flowering, as is the apple tree. So it is February 1st. And, you know, apples don't bloom until August, September, October even in this game. So I'll have these way before then, so I can grow off-season fruit in here with no problem. These are a little more closer to when they're supposed to flower. Strawberries in game produce fruit in March. But yeah, so that's that. All right, this is awesome. We now have a water system to automatically, well, provide water. If I wanted to do another sprinkler, I can, but here's the issue. I would need to do another pump, or I'd have to move this over by one and continue this chain down this way. I could do that also. I'd just essentially move everything over in one block, and that might provide enough water to do, I mean, that will provide enough water, but I don't know if I have enough, for lack of better words, pressure in the pipes to push the water an extra 7 blocks to about here so that I don't have overlap. I may test that for later, but for now, this is what I was hoping for. We are nearing the end of, well, what I can think to do here on TerraFirmaCraft. I do want to build the grove back there. I want to go out and get pictures of all the different types of animals. Maybe pictures of all different biomes and any cool landmarks I see as we go. And try to complete any of these achievements that I haven't yet completed. There are a handful, but not too many. So if you have any questions, anything you'd like to see me test out, anything you want to see done, I would love some suggestions. But with that said, I'm gonna be switching over to one TerraFirmaCraft episode a week. On Tuesday, we'll be starting a new series. But until then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.